Ladies and gentlemen, hello, Nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, where I am delighted to reveal the Christmas fusion coming to Raid Shadow Legends. This is Grishnak Vermin Lord, a rat who, we will see as we look through his skills, a rat who has been eating some War Mother's cheese. If you want a nice, pleasant image and thinking about where that cheese comes from, oh my. But nonetheless, this fusion is going to begin on Thursday, the 15th of December. So that's it's actually just under a week from when I'm releasing this video, kind of as we expected, to be honest. And it is a fusion event, right? So this is most likely a traditional fusion. You're going to be collecting 4 epics and fusing them up. More info on those champions and stuff as soon as we get the info and as soon as we're able to share it. But he is a Skinwalker, no surprise there, legendary force attack champion. Let's take a look at his skills. Spoiler warning, I think this guy has the potential to be exceptionally good. This guy looks awesome. So his A1 Pestilent Sensor attacks 3 times at random. Each hit has a 40 bucks to a 50% chance of placing a bomb debuff for 2 turns. Bomb debuffs placed by this skill on enemies whose max HP is equal to or higher than 200,000 will deal double damage. Look, pretty simple and straightforward. I think even for a lot of dungeon waves, this will work, but basically it's kind of going, not in arena, right? For arena, it's not going to be as strong, but against basically any boss in the game, this could potentially put out a heck of a lot of damage, really strong. It's going to work very well with the Sniper Mastery as well, which ups your chance to place those debuffs. I'm pretty sure that works with bombs, right? Vermin Lord's command then, his A2, 3-turn cooldown when booked. AoE attack has a 75 bucks to 100% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns, and also has a 75 bucks to 100% chance of decreasing the detonation countdown of all bomb debuffs by 1 turn, and increasing the duration of all poison debuffs by 1 turn. So, great move. 3-turn cooldown, AoE decrease attack, reduce bomb detonations, increase poisons. Ton going on there, and it really synergizes with the A3. Let's take a look at that straight away. Unclean Banquet, 5-turn bucks to a 4-turn cooldown, attacks all enemies with a 75 bucks to 100% chance of placing 2 bombs on each target for 2 turns, and gives an extra turn. And same thing, double damage from the bombs against targets with more than 200,000 max HP. Really good. And check out the passive too. Every time a bomb placed by this champion detonates or is removed, places 2 poison debuffs for 2 turns. These debuffs are protected. So basically what is going to happen, 4-turn cooldown AoE, but because there's an extra turn mechanic built into it, basically every 3 turns he's going to come in, put out 2 bombs AoE, and then come in with decreased attack as well, and decrease the detonation on those bombs and the poison. He's going to do 2 A1s, and then he's going to come back into A3, A2. I think in terms of this skill setup, I think that's exceptionally powerful. He's going to churn out a lot of bombs, and he's going to be decreasing the cooldown on those with all of it. I think this guy has ridiculous potential for so many fights. He has the potential to do crazy damage. If you look at War Mother, like, her bombs do double damage against high HP targets as well. I can't remember the exact condition, but yeah, that potential is massive. For Hydra, I think this guy could be a huge damage dealer, absolutely huge. Affinity will be a problem, but I think this is still fantastic against Bommel. He could potentially do a ton of work as well. He's going to put out so many bombs. He's going to keep dying, of course. And that extra turn could be quite dangerous with the bombs that you get from Bommel. But he could still be a really good way for speed farming that boss, for sure. Very exciting. The poisons, too. Consider that. Like, every bomb that detonates or is removed puts out 2 poisons. He could potentially put out a ton of poison. So, again, against those, a lot of bosses, any boss that's vulnerable to poison, very strong. Yes, against the Hydra, they're not very vulnerable to poison, but there are still some heads that get poisoned. They take less damage, but nonetheless, it's still going to add up for most teams to a nice bit of extra damage, and he can extend those poisons too. This guy could possibly blow the heck out of a lot of waves as well in Doom Tower dungeons. This guy's insane. In terms of the new boss, I'm very interested to test him out there. So against the new boss, he's going to do 2 hits with these 2 moves, and this is a triple hitter. So it could be awkward to tune him for the new boss, but nonetheless, he's the right affinity for even stage 25. He's going to put out 2 bombs and decrease attack, with those bombs going down a turn. And then the nice thing is when those bombs explode, he's going to put out, 2 poisons for every single bomb. I'm intrigued by this. His A1, though, it's going to be really bad for that new boss. You can only place the bombs if the boss is asleep, but he's going to wake that boss up extremely fast. So I don't know. But it's definitely an interesting thing to test. We should hopefully have access to him, hopefully on the test server, and can bring you guys gameplay before, way before you even get this champion. And need to make those decisions. We'll be able to test him out in all the content and see how he performs. But yeah, initial impressions for me, this looks like pretty much a must-do Christmas. It's the least Christmassy Christmas fusion we've ever had. There's no sign of a freeze in this kit, but I think he looks absolutely fantastic. He looks like a monster of a damage dealer and a very fun damage dealer at that. I can tell you, even though it's a traditional fusion, which is one of the hardest types, very intensive, I am 100% going to go for this guy. There's really no question. I think he looks super, super cool. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.